Okay, so what I'm going to be talking to you today is about resizing versus resampling, which can be kind of a daunting topic until you get the hang of it, which is the hard part, getting the hang of it. Before we get started, I want to again apologize. My standard mic is not functioning right now, so I'm on the cheesy laptop mic, and the dishwasher in my house is also running, so if you hear occasional sounds in the background like that, then that's what you're hearing. Okay, so resizing versus resampling. Here's the general rule. Resizing refers to print. Resampling refers to changing the pixel dimensions inside of your document. So if I wanted to resize or resample this image, the very first thing I would do is go to Image in my menu bar, drop down, go to Image Size, and I get this dialog box. This dialog box refers to two different things. Here is the resampling section, and here is the resizing section. This section deals specifically with pixel dimensions. Any change that I affect here will be affecting the actual information inside the document itself. This section deals with printing. Changes that I affect here typically are going to be when I want to go to print. Now, if you'll look, right now both sets of numbers are available to me. And that's because the resample checkbox is on. Okay? So, any change I affect in any of these boxes, no matter where, so whether it's up here or whether it's down here, will affect the pixel dimensions. Alright? It will affect the actual document size. So if I change it up here from 3500 to 1000, you'll see immediately there's a huge change. It goes from 23.4 megabytes to 1.9 megabytes. And if you look here, there's been a change as well, right? Because before it was at about 48 inches across, but it was still set to 72 resolution. And it's still at 72 resolution. But now our pixel dimensions are much less. There's a lot less information to this file. It can't print the same size, right? Because there's not as many pixels. So by default, this is also going to change. Let me undo this. Now, I can affect a change down here as well with the resample checkbox on. I don't know why I would do this. I can't think of a reason, but I just want you to see the relationship. So I'm going to change this to 10 inches across. So now the document is 10 inches across, 6 inches high, and you can see that the pixel dimensions have gone from whatever it was, thousands of pixels, to 720 by 480, alright, and it's considerably smaller. So with the resample checkbox on, if I make a change even in the print area, it will affect my pixel dimensions, okay? So what happens if I hit OK? Wow, that's a huge difference, okay? And the reason for that is because I've actually thrown out pixels in this file. So let me zoom in. There it is at 33%, there it is at 50%, 67%, and 100%. If I keep zooming in, I'm going to start getting pixelated pretty quickly, okay? So let's just zoom back out, and I'm actually going to undo that. Go back to right about there. That's good. Alright, so let's go back to image size. And now we are back to our original document size. So when you affect your pixel dimensions, you always want to downsample. In other words, you want to start out with high quality images, and then when you go to compress, you'll downsample your image. You cannot upsample. I mean, technically you can. I can upsample right now. I can make this be 6,000 pixels across. And now it's a 68.7 megabyte file. I hit OK, and it's going to lock my computer up because it's a huge file. But it doesn't do anything. I mean, we can't see anything on the screen here, right? But it's not helping because you can't make Photoshop create information that's not there. Let me just revert that and bring back our image dialog box. Okay, so we're back to where we were. I want you to understand this. You can't take an image that's poor quality, let's say 800 pixels across, and suddenly decide that you want to make it high quality and take it up to 3,000 pixels. Because you can't make Photoshop create information that wasn't there in the first place. Do you understand? You have to start off with high quality images, and then, when it's necessary, remove information. Okay? So now I'm going to talk about resizing. I want to go to print with this guy, but look at this. That's 72 resolution. That's screen resolution. That's not good print resolution. Good print resolution is at least 250, preferably 300. But I want to print, and I don't want to change my documents. Okay, I don't want to get rid of any pixel information. All I want to do is print this image. If I want to do that, I need to check off resample. Right? And when I do that, then I have this dialog box available to me exclusively, and Photoshop no longer cares what I'm doing. Photoshop only cares about pixel dimensions. Now it's up to me and my printer. Okay? So if I want to print this image at 300 resolution with all of this information staying the same, then all I need to do is change this to 300. And voila, I'm going to have a print that's about 12 by 8. The reason for that is because I am taking the exact same information and making it smaller, but retaining the quality of it. So I'm taking the exact same information, making it smaller, which means that what was 72 pixels per inch is now going to be 300 pixels per inch. Okay? So that's the basics of resizing versus resampling. The thing that you need to understand is that you can't take poor quality images and make them high quality. Photoshop is really wonderful at a lot of things, but you can't ask it to do the impossible, which is to create what's not there. That's one of the many reasons why I really discourage you to use images off the internet. They're just not good quality. So we're going to hit OK, and you can see that no change has happened here, and that's because, according to Photoshop, no change has happened, right? We didn't change any pixel information at all, right? So that is resizing versus resampling in a nutshell.